Good day, everyone. My name is Amit Ambarkhane, and I'm the founding director of Covate Pharma based in Singapore. Our mission at Covate Pharma is to collaborate and innovate to develop novel medicines to treat disease with high unmet medical need. I'm an accomplished pharmaceutical scientist with passion to develop better medicines for healthier world. Prior to founding Covate Pharma, I spent around 16 years in early drug discovery development to commercial roles in biopharma industry. Of this, almost 10 years in Novartis with translating early lead candidates from preclinical to clinical development. Our foundation is based on the philosophy of George W. Merck, who once said that we try never to forget that the medicines are for patients and they're not for the profit. Year and a half of fight against COVID-19 pandemic has taught us many lessons. Some of these lessons are highlighted here. Firstly, stockpiling of essential medicines is important not only to fight the current pandemic, but also in terms of preparedness for the future pandemics. Additionally, these therapeutics could be developed at lightning speed only via collaboration between government and private industry based on mission-driven approach. As a first indication, we plan to tackle dengue, which is a mosquito-borne disease caused by 4 serologically and genetically related flaviviruses, dengue 1 to 4. Dengue is a global public health concern, with both geographical range and burden of disease increasing rapidly. The global incidence of dengue has grown dramatically in recent decades, with almost 70% of the burden coming from Asia. Clinically, dengue ranges from relatively mild self-limiting illness to severe life-threatening and sometimes fatal disease. Dengue virus infects almost 390 million people worldwide every year, with 25,000 deaths due to its severe form, dengue hemorrhagic fever, DHF, and dengue shock syndrome, DSS. Severe dengue has been associated with exacerbated inflammation characterized by production of inflammatory cytokines, TNF-alpha, and various interleukins. At present, only supportive care is given to patients suffering with severe dengue with no specific treatment. Therapeutically, not many approaches are being investigated in the clinic. Atia Pharma, which is in phase 1, and Janssen in phase 2 with their lead candidates. We are developing 2 patented host-directed small molecule antivirals, COVA-001 and COVA-002. Host-directed antivirals target the host machinery instead of virus itself to block the viral replication cycle. COVA-001 is a broad-spectrum host-directed antiviral with in vitro efficacy data available against dengue. COVA-002 is a host-directed antiviral with in vitro efficacy against dengue and suppression of cytokine storm available in mouse model. It is being studied in phase 2 for COVID-19 patients currently, and hence the human PK data is already available. Positive data in preclinical testing in dengue mouse model would fast track the clinical development in dengue. We already have LOI to proceed for development in dengue for COVA-002. We plan to streamline the drug development at different preclinical and clinical stages by incorporating approaches like AI, biomarkers, and in silico stimulation to accelerate the drug development. COVA-001 and 002 will be profiled in vitro assays in dengue 1 to 4, followed by in vivo PD studies in the mouse model to establish the efficacy of these 2 molecules as dengue therapeutics. To complete this preclinical work, we are estimating under 1 million Sing dollars and around 12 to 18 months to complete this work. Most of this work will be done within the local biotech ecosystem in Singapore, and subsequent to IND, Covate Pharma remains committed to continue the clinical development of these drug candidates through regulatory approval. As a startup, we are building up the team. To add to the strength, we are looking at signing up with biology lead, clinical lead as team members, and scientific and finance advisory members. Thank you for your attention and to Catalyst for this opportunity. I will close this pitch with our mission statement for Covate Pharma, which is to collaborate and innovate to develop novel medicines.